Welcome to episode 20 about the Tavern. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Patrick.
And we have with us this week Ben Stiers
from Randover Games.
Again. Tavern.
Hello, how's everyone doing out there?
We're doing great, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Hello out there in TV land. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to, were we a TV show last time you were on?
Yes, no, you absolutely, we talked all about the joy that is your TV show.
Yeah.
Classification.
All these things run together nowadays. I just don't even.
Welcome to the Wayne's World of tabletop gaming.
Woohoo!
It's excellent.
So, since you're so busy with your stuff and stuff,
we'll get through our stuff real quick.
Yeah. We're doing stuff. The engine for the modern war game is like
almost
moving into the dice, figuring out how dice work stage.
Yeah,
we have the turn stage.
You want to test something out for us in a couple weeks?
Yes, I'm all about testing anything.
Cool.
Especially if it's in a couple weeks, whenever I have time to do things and stuff.
Keystone Kid is still in the drawing board phases. Morpheus is going to be starting up again shortly.
You started working on an update last night. However, he was tanked, and it didn't work out. Whatever, dude.
I was working a buzz, and it wasn't working for me. So
same thing.
There's a difference.
It's not. I mean, come on. You need to be a little buzzed sometimes. It makes it makes your art better. Was it Walt Whitman was drunk like every day of his life after 20 or some other author, and he's really like world renowned. Like, come on, give me a break.
I mean, Edgar Allan. So many people have been found upside down from being so drunk. So many famous people, like choking on their own vomit.
Yeah.
And like streets when he died. Come on, I'm working that angle right now. Anyway, that's where you're at. More of Dungeon Dad has been written. No, it's still not done the first episode. Kind of slow.
Oh, we have a legit map coming for Morpheus, by the way, everybody. And a lot of sweet artwork that should be for Dungeon Dad here in the next week, as soon as I get some descriptions from a certain someone. But, you know, we're waiting on that, so.
Yes, we are. So I think that's it for us.
And Red Bull gives you wings, guys.
Yes, you have to have the Red Bull plug. Really, actually, I'm wondering if there's going to be a fast food plug this week also. Do we have a fast food of choice that gets plugged in this time?
Ever since the death of the spicy chicken sandwich, I think we've decided to not plug any fast food for the time.
Oh, that's so sad.
Until the spicy chicken sandwich comes back, I promise you, there will be no fast food on this show.
I like that. I like that. You've laid down you drew a line in the sand.
Oh.
Not crossing it until it comes back.
Here's something scary, Ben.
Okay.
Your Press followed both of our private accounts on Twitter.
Did it follow
really?
No.
Yeah. All right, I believe that. I was with you for a second. We had some serious beef with them at one point in time. I thought they'd pay attention.
I like Private Press personally.
I'd like to sit down.
I'd like to sit down and like have a nice chat with the press, with the Prive Press.
Yeah, I want to let my sorrows and heartaches out in their faces.
We don't have a problem necessarily with the company, just a couple of their products, but you know, happens. So
yeah, anyway. I wouldn't mind watching us sit down with Privateer. I got my own things to say to them, so it's all good.
Episode 21, Privateer Press comes on to listen to us bitch at them for an hour.
That'd be like 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, more like that. Just sit there and label everything. We would play War Machine Tactics on Twitch for them to see how terrible the game is. I don't even know if they've... All right, anyway, I don't want to go down that road. We don't have time for that.
So, Ben,
tell us what's been going on with you, man.
I hear you have a Kickstarter and it's doing way better than ours.
I've got a Kickstarter that's up. So the game that I think that you guys are the first ones to really hear about it publicly was Cast and Capture. That I talked about on like episode 8, the one that we linked to on our website. So, where I actually had the cards I was picking up and showing them to you. So that's actually live. Like, we launched that last Wednesday, so that was 6 days ago. And we came out the gate hot. We did really well in the first 2 days. We've made a lot of awesome, amazing internet connections. There's some guys that have actually watched some of the At the Tavern episodes with us a few times. Over at a Twitch streamer named Chinchilla Dave. He's got a community over there who are just ridiculously amazing people and obscenely generous people. And when we told him that we were going live, he dedicated a stream to us and promoted us for the entire stream, and that was astounding. And so we did way better out of the gate than we thought we would. With Kickstarter campaigns, they're a little different than Indiegogo, because with Kickstarter, if it doesn't succeed, you don't get anything. Like, you have to hit your mark or you get nothing.
You can always set your mark at $1.
Oh, right. But then the problem is that once your market's hit, a lot of people stop paying attention to it. But other people will come in. It's weird. Some people won't even back you until you're already funded, but other people don't feel the impetus to fund if you're already back. It's weird. People are weird. But the kind of the rule with that is, because it's kind of risky as a creator, but it's really risk-free as a backer. There's kind of this known rule that you need to hit 30% of your funding in 48 hours to have a high percentage chance of success. I mean, obviously it doesn't happen to happen for everyone, but our goal was $7,000, so we had to hit $2,100 in 48 hours. That was the goal we set ourselves. And so we hit a lot of people up, and we did a lot of stuff, and with the help almost purely, I mean, we had some friends and family that jumped in too, and we had a few gamers that had tried the game out that were watching us that jumped in. But for the most part, with the exception, or with the help of this group online, we hit 4,100 in 24 hours. So we hit 51%, I guess, in 48 hours, which absolutely floored what we were going.
No, your goal is 7,000, right?
Yeah, our goal is 7,000, and as of right this second, that's
60%.
Look at the Kickstarter. Right, as I look to the side next. So our goal is 7,000. We are at 4,820.
Wow.
So we are at I think that's 60% funded, if I'm right. 68, yeah, 68% funded. And we plateaued out hard, so we came out of the gate really hot, and then we just leveled off. So every day we're sending out messages to more people to try to get more people's eyes on the page. I'm going to forums that I didn't even know existed, and subreddits that I didn't even know existed, and trying to contact vendors themselves, like comic book shops and stores, people, because we have some. I built some retailer-specific packages into our Kickstarter, so retailers can jump on there and can get the game for 50% off MSRP in a bulk load of 10. So basically, and free shipping in the U.S. So a retailer can get on there if they want to beat the distributors. If they want to get a better price than if it's going through a distributor or something, they can spend $100 and get $200. What is $200 worth of product? So they can double their money. And we'll cover all the shipping to get it to them and stuff like that. So we've only had one bite on that, so I'm hoping for more. That's a huge hope, is that we can get some big bulk sales, people really wanting to get it out there. Because the game's it's one of those ones where some people take to it and some people don't. But the ones that do take to it, the word of mouth, it's a very word of mouth spreading type of game. Because you can play it really fast, really simple, really quick, and kids tend to friggin' adore it. And so it's one of those ones that I think that the tail is going to be really long on it, right? It's not like it's going to most board games, when they get up on Kickstarter, they'll have a big burst whenever they'll get the Kickstarter, and then when the Kickstarter product goes out, there'll be a huge burst of interest right then, but it doesn't really have a long tail on it. As soon as they get bored with that, they move on to something else. I think that ours has a long tail. So I think that 2 years from now, we could still see another burst of interest in it. It just has to slowly filter out to the different groups that would actually be interested in it, right? But we have to, I know this is pie in the sky. We have to get there. And the only way we're going to get there is if I spend every second of the day that I'm not doing my day job trying to contact new people. And It's ridiculous, guys. Like, I don't like it. I'm just Google searching like person that wants game and just clicking on the first link. It's insane at this point. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just rambling now.
Oh, it's cool. You dropped so much knowledge for all of the people out there that would have any inkling of wanting to do a Kickstarter in the future. I was just gonna let you go.
Yeah, we were just like totally content. We were messaging like,
like,
damn,
oh wow.
this guy.
There was something, I know I've said this a million times, and I know I've said this on here a few times, so I apologize for being redundant, but a huge impact on us with the campaign was something that was said by the creator of Goblin's Breakfast back at PAX South. It's made by Midnight. I'm going to be again and look something up while I'm actually trying to talk here. But Goblin's Breakfast is made by Midnight Campaign. That's the name of the company. And the creator of that, I think it's a husband and wife team. The creator of Goblin's Breakfast was an indie showcase game at PAX. And they tried launching and they failed the first time they went up on Kickstarter. And then they got more press. They got to the indie showcase. They got a higher profile. They got more people to see it, et cetera, et cetera. And they ended up with 848 backers backing them. 848. That is insane, 848. And they crushed their goal. They walked away. So the first time they failed, the second time they put a goal of 7,500, which is only 500 more than we asked for, or we were asking for, and they made 25K. And that's redonkulous. That's amazing. Well, one thing that he said, so once again, I'm taking a big cue from a guy here, but one thing he said was, it doesn't matter how good your product is. It doesn't matter how good your game is. It doesn't matter if it's the second coming of Christ. If you don't have an audience, it's not going to get funded. You have to have people already looking at your stuff before you put it up there. And so that's what we tried to do over the last 6 months was like, outreach, get on podcasts, start podcasts, get in forum groups and things like that. Get in the long and short of it is that we didn't do enough. Like, we're doing really well. We're almost hi cat. I have a cat talking to me. This is super professional. We're doing really well.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
we are the most unprofessional professional podcast out there. So
it's true.
Podcast. Sorry.
That's one of the reasons why I love the cast. It's so good. So there's a very good chance we're going to get funded, but we don't want to limp across the finish line. We want to blow the finish line out of the water. Like, we want to get all these stretch goals so we can get awesome stuff to the backers and extra bonus stuff and new game modes and better quality cards. Like, we want to just crush this thing. And what the numbers are showing us so far and just the arc of what our funding has been is that we have not done enough. We did not talk to enough people. We did not spend enough time on forums getting to know people, getting our name known in groups, being active on Facebook, tweeting out and being active in Twitter conversations. Like, we didn't do enough of that. And that kind of, like, once you hit the go button and once you've got a deadline, like, you always feel like you're making catch up. Like, I can't do more work in the last 6 months, right? Those 6 months are gone. Like, I just can't go back in time and make myself work harder then. So now, like, every day feels like it's just, who else can I talk to? Who else can I reach out to? Who else can I send a thing to? So I set a goal for all of us over here, me and my wife and my best friend. Every single day we have to send at least one message to some person that we don't know. Like, we have to cold call one person and try to get them to look at it. Like, someone connected to a family group or a game group or a school group or an educators group or something and try to get them to look at it. So that hasn't really borne fruit yet, but hopefully it will. I don't know. But yeah, I'd love to be where Goblin's Breakfast is, right? I'd love to, like, blow my thing out of the water by, like, I guess they're, I don't know how, what's 75, they're 320% funded. Like, that would be epic, right? Like, how amazing would that be? I'd be a happy camper, like, hey, come on. And I'm sure you guys would too, right? I mean, this is a big thing with like Indiegogo. You guys, if I'm right, any backers you guys get, you'll get the money for that, right? You don't not get it. Their backers are permanent backers. You get the cash, right? Is that the general? Okay, so that's awesome. So you guys get that, and you can use the knowledge that you learned from doing it and the funds that you get from doing it to push on and keep shooting, right? You can keep escalating, you can keep going further, you can keep setting your goals, and you can keep trying to hit higher goals. You can keep starting new campaigns and aim for different things, and that's friggin' awesome.
You didn't hear. Yeah, we're not doing the we've already summed this one up to a flop. We're not doing campaigns anymore. We're actually meeting with investors, so
that's not a bad idea. I'm sorry, I must have missed that, because I was your backers on there. Is it still sitting there? Is it?
Oh, it's still there.
Well, this campaign will probably be the first and last.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we might, in the future, there's always that potential we might
do a game.
But
I mean, this was like the whole kit and caboodle type thing.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And
well, I think you guys are, especially if you find funding for the base goal of what you guys, because you guys have this was the big thing that I saw whenever I would look through an Indiegogo campaign, and I saw like the list of where it is. You guys have awesome, grand, long-term goals, right? I mean, you have ridiculously amazing, epic, bam, and then bam, and then bam. It just keeps going. There is a really good opportunity for 6 months from now, a year from now, something like that, for a individual one of those goals to be an entire Kickstarter campaign.
Right?
Oh yeah. See, the thing is, once we get our funding, we probably won't need to ever do a crowdfunding campaign unless for some reason our cash well dries out. But I don't see that happening.
Well, we could also, and there's always the potential to do it again for like we said before, like a game or a project, or even if we wanted to do a full-length movie. That way, we're not taking money directly out of our.
I mean, we'll invest some of it into that.
I mean, obviously, yeah,
but it would help the cushion. Yeah, I mean, there's always that. So, but what we really learned a lot about is the correct way to have your business plan and your financial documentation and all that to be dead on. Because if it's not, people get pissed.
Yeah, by the end of like putting all the stuff together for the Kidney Go-Go, we were like, oh, this is a pretty professional looking. Why don't we submit to investors?
Yeah, and then we wrote a business plan and we spent 3 weeks writing constantly to get us to look very professional and knowledgeable about what we're doing. I mean, we are, but don't judge us by just this TV show.
Perception is 9/10, right? I mean, it's like, it's not. You can have the most well-oiled machine actually working behind the scenes, but if it doesn't have a spit and polish on the outside of it, people won't believe that it is, right? Which is 48 hours before we launched our campaign, I overhauled the entire thing from stem to stern. Like, I cut everything out that was in there and redid everything. All the art assets, all the writing, all the everything. That was ridiculous and horrific. It was very painful to me because I had done 3 weeks of solid work and then cut all of it. Because there were some reviews came in and I needed to do it better. And so that's what I did. But at the end of the day, the game that we're making, the expertise that we're providing in regards to our knowledgeable experience with retailers and with marketing, or not marketing, with retailers and with distribution and with the quality product that we want to send out is the same, right? That didn't change. Like, that's exactly the same as it was like 72 hours before, as it was 36 hours before. But I had to change the entire outside, right? And that's exactly what you're talking about, right? Like, I had to make people believe that we were that serious, even though nothing is different about what we were doing.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm not a marketing guy. I have no idea how I've stumbled through this so far.
Yeah, we had to create a pitch deck, a pitch video, and all sorts of fun stuff to put together so they would take us seriously and consider us, as an investment option. And we weren't just like wearing, like a Van Halen t-shirt and whatever.
We were close.
I mean,
we didn't. Mainly because I don't have a Van Halen t-shirt.
But
you should buy a Van Halen t-shirt.
So So speaking of reviews, what did you think of our review?
Okay, I actually need to find. I need to pull it up because I laughed out loud like 3 times during it. And I need to find. I need to pull out the exact quotes because I won't do it justice if I try to go by memory. But the okay. First off, the bit about the rules even having pictures, I don't know why, but that was hilarious. Just because it deserved, because it was a sentence that stood by itself and even required an exclamation point. I think that was the last. Yeah, it was the last paragraph. So that was definitely the one that cracked me open with that. I think that so we have gotten a ridiculous slew of reviews, right? I know I can't answer any questions simply. I always have to be long-winded. So we got a ton of them. We got video reviews. Heck, just the second after we started the cast, I saw that a new one was posted over on Facebook. Hangout review of the game.
Yeah.
And so I'll be watching that as soon as while I'm working on emails as soon as this cast is over. But there have been long ones, there's been short ones, there's been serious ones, there's been lighthearted ones. The irreverence of yours is the one that I enjoyed reading the most. Like, okay, right. Anyways, only by using your wits plenty of spells. All right, so you quoted the line from the end of it. It goes, however, this time there's a Kickstarter going on. If you back the entire campaign, you get the title already. We suppose it's honorary. Like that. The extrapolation from what we put in there. I love you guys. I was and really, no one else has said, hang on to your butts. No one else has Jurassic Parked our game for review yet. So I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm glad you guys put the pictures up there. I'm glad that it looks like you guys had a good time playing it. Like, I haven't heard it from the horse's mouth. What did you guys think of it? Like, I know I read your review, but like, what did you guys think of it? Like, early.
Well, we really liked it. I mean, we're not just like blowing smoke up your ass because I have a game I'm about to destroy. It's called Smart Green Heroes.
Okay.
And I've thought about multiple ways I could make this game better. My main one.
Just don't make this game.
Well, it's already made. You can't undo it. You can't go back in time.
Did you kickstart it?
So I want to remove everything from here and put in Munchkin. And then close it back up. And then this would be just so much better. And like
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and break some of the I just sent a link to you guys. Is that the game you're talking about?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so to break through the illusion of a podcast. So when you guys say things, I have a tendency to look them up on Google, so I'm more privy to what you're talking about. And I typed in Smart Green Heroes, and the very thing that popped up is a Kickstarter that is live right now that ends in 21 hours as of the time of this recording. It's not doing very well.
No. It's because they didn't... Seriously, from what I understand, these guys just threw all this crap together, called it a game, and didn't even bother playtesting it. That's how broken this game is.
The only people that can get away with that is the guys that made We Didn't Playtest This at all.
Yeah, we actually have a copy of that.
Yes, that game is amazing, but because it's idiotic and it's it owns its irreverence. So,
but this game was camera here.
Oh, sorry.
This game was. Like, they think it's the greatest game ever since, like, sliced bread or fire. I don't know, but, like, I'm going to try to fix it with a sledgehammer, drill, multiple tools. Even this lighter over here. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and throw this in the burn pile this month.
I'm going to... No, wait, this needs to be its own YouTube video. You guys don't...
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be a series of... Space Tavern Games trying to fix Smart Green Heroes, and we're not really. I know how it's going to end, but I'm not going to give much more than that away.
Yeah, don't ruin it. Don't ruin. No spoilers, man. Don't bury the lead. Like I want to experience this all free and clear. That could be a thing, right? You guys, some people want to give good reviews or bad reviews. You guys have absolutely irreverent reviews, which I adore.
Yeah.
The counter side should be true, right? So if your reviews are irreverent in an insane way for games you like, they should be just as irreverent for games you don't like, up to the point of destroying them.
Oh, they are. I plan on it.
Yes. So not just Smart Green Heroes. If I haven't played this game. I can't. I've never seen it. I can't speak to it. I don't know anything about the quality of it. So I'm not saying anything against this game. But for games that you don't like, yeah, make it just. I don't know. What would you guys call it?
Well, we actually have an idea for a show. We wanted to.
What, like putting it out the airlock or something?
We're locked on a space station, and all we have are crappy board games to play, like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
MST3K with bad board games. I'm on board. One of you sold me. You sold me. I don't need to hear anything else about it. I mean, go ahead. Tell me more about it.
Move closer to the tavern, Ben, so you can be a part of the experience.
Oh my God, yes. I will virtually. I'll be locked in. I'll be like TV's Frank on MST3K. I'm down with Doctor on the surface, but I still get to be part of it. I'm down with that.
Or we could have you like beaming in every now and then. We'll fly you out.
Oh! What if he's like our Emperor Palpatine, where he's just a holocron?
Oh my God! You guys could find a way to turn me into a. I will put a green screen up. I will wear whatever you want me to. I will totally do that. I will just. So, I have cloaks in that closet right there. I have
this week.
Yeah.
Young Padawan is to play this shitty game.
I will send the game to. That's. Come on, guys! This is a YouTube sensation, right? This is your Angry Joe show. This is your way to make. This is the way to get this is your whole, you need, like I said earlier, you need an audience. Yeah, destroying games that you don't care for. Brilliant. I'm all...
seriously, I've never been so mad at a game's mechanic in my life than this game.
Okay, we got to move on to another topic. We got to move, because I don't ruin it. Like, I want to watch it. I want to experience the entire thing all at once. I'm serious. I'm psyched. You guys might think that I'm making a joke, but I am not at all. This is dead serious. Dead serious, that it's brilliant, and it needs to happen sooner.
Well, my Stormtrooper helmet mug. Tasty.
Yeah. You guys could find thematic ways to destroy games. Like if the game has like a fire mechanic in it that would prompt you to
light it on fire.
Or do the opposite. You could be like, oh, this game's, or yeah, burn it.
No, it's on fire. I got to spray it with my fire extinguisher.
Right, exactly.
The flamethrower.
And then, like, if you could find someone, like, I assume you guys probably know someone that can do demo work, right? So you guys got to have a place where you could just,
we got to put it out! We got to put it out!
Boom! All right, I'm excited for it.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed a great deal of your ideas. I really have. You guys have a knack for finding grandiose things that you want to do, and I think that those are brilliant. But their big dreams take a long time.
Yes.
This is the type of thing you can do this weekend, right? I mean, this is the type of thing that you can start on right now, and just I think that's the type of short turnaround, like quick. It builds an audience slowly over time. If you post that on the board game Reddit, I promise you that you will get viewers, because that is ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a glorious show.
Well,
you do have to play it though. I mean, like you have to play it and then subsequently destroy it as you go through it, right? Like that's like you can't like MST3K wouldn't be funny if they were making fun of movies without watching it. Like you have to feel the pain.
Oh, pain will be seen. Frustration will be evident on my face. I get frustrated looking at this damn thing.
so
I spent. So you were. I prompted you by asking you what you thought about cast and capture, and we instantly went onto a tangent as we're wont to do. But are you trying to say that was the opposite thing there?
What?
Well, I mentioned cast and capture, and then that's when you got on. You said, we really did like it, not like this, and then we went down the green.
Oh, yeah.
General consensus, cast and capture, pretty good. It's a pretty good game.
Really good game.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
You learn it quick. It's easy.
It's simple.
It's fun. And I mean, you can... Well, our banter is really vulgar. But
Oh, I assume so. I actually we were. If we had a bigger response, if we had a bigger pool, we would totally have made a like some sort of horribly vulgar, not safe for work version of it. But because the name combining, like Casey is still intent on trying to make a version of it where. So all the cards for the people that haven't played the game, all the cards have words down at the bottom of them. They're names of creatures or their names of spells, and mixing and matching the spells and creatures is a big part of the game. And so when you mix and match them, you take half of each card. So we put words on their titles, names, so you could combine them to make new names. So if you have a fire sprite and a water dragon, it could be a fire dragon or a water sprite. So you just kind of split them in half. So we were intent. We made a card at one point in time that was a big horn ram, and it was cut right down the center. So the first half was Big Ho. The second half was Urn Ram. So we had another one that was a ghost, and it was cut right between the H and the O. So it was Go, and the other one was Ost. And so if you have a ghost that you're using the left half of, and you have a fire imp that you're using the right hand of, you're catching a gimp. And these are all accidental. None of these were intentional at all. So we had to be very careful with it, trying to make it more kid friendly. But there is an entire possibility that we might just make a Cards Against Humanity horribly. Like all the games are or all the creatures' names are innocuous by themselves, right? They're just not big. But as soon as you start mixing them together, every single one of them is like XXX profane. So that's a dream goal in the back of our brains.
You should add flavor text to them, like in Magic the Gathering at the bottom, and like you'll have like a tentacle monster, and just say you've seen enough hentai to know where this is going to
go. You love the Japanese,
right? Yes. Once again, there might be a so yeah. I can assume that the banter you guys had, it's probably a little too kid-friendly on one end with the cards, so I'd assume you guys tainted that severely, which I can appreciate.
I mean, yeah. But anyways, after we put down your game, this is the last time I'm saying something about this game tonight. We spent 6 hours, if not more, trying to figure out how this game would flow. We gave up.
That's sad. That's it. I kind of want to see it now.
If there's anything left of it, I'll send whatever's left of it.
No. Once again, you guys are gonna play it.
Right? No, we should send it. Whoa! Oh, we should make it like that, like in horror movies when people get sent like the weird dolls that like come to life. We should repackage the game and send it to Ben, and then watch his look into horror as it shows up at his doorstep.
Yeah. You need to like cam that.
Hey, I will do a video review of it.
So,
but I'd much rather watch you guys.
Oh yeah, you'll see it. It'll be amazing.
Right. Well, since we're running out of low on time here with Ben, just want to get through some news real quick.
Oh, of course, yeah.
There's a new Space Marine Assault Squad and chapter upgrade kits coming from Games Workshop. Now, we've talked before about how much we don't really like the pricing of Games Workshop games, but I do have to say what they got going for them is their sculpts are really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And their lore is really cool.
I love the lore.
Price is too much. The game mechanic itself is also kind of annoying where you need 1,000 D6 to play the game, but I mean, it works, so good for them.
People love it. I love it. I mean, I love Space Wolves.
Yeah.
Space Wolves.
Hero Clicks. We don't really talk much about them, but they have previewed Hercules for their Age of Ultron set that's coming out, which is kind of cool. Even though he wasn't in the movie.
Come on, they have a huge bandwidth of heroes that were in the like. I'm pretty sure Hercules had a pretty big role in the actual Age of Ultron comic.
Oh yeah. No, I know it's based on they do their models based on the comics, but I just think it's funny that they're releasing Age of Ultron now that the movie came out and he wasn't even in it.
Yeah.
If anyone cares, that game I've never played, Netrunner, they're coming out with some expansion or whatever. I don't really give a shit.
Well, like a 50 billionth expansion. How many expansions are out for that thing?
I have no clue. I've never even played it. I just know kind of what it is.
I know it's really popular, and lots of people tell me that I should play it, but I never have, to be honest.
You ever get your Y-Wings back?
Huh?
Your Y-Wings. Y-Bombers?
Y-Wings, which,
TIE Fighter.
No.
Yeah, I bet that still hurts.
Yeah.
Well, with that on that, that was the greatest conversation I've ever heard.
We're deep. We're deep. I'm too busy trying to look up how many expansions there are for Netrunner. I'm trying to add to the conversation that's going on, and I'm ruining your banter. And
I would like to take this moment here. I've been playing a lot of pinball the past 24 hours and I played a lot of pinball before the past 24 hours.
He's a pinball wizard.
You are you beat me.
I even streamed a little bit of me playing pinball earlier. Thankfully, nobody was watching because I actually suck with people watching. But the point is, I want to make a pinball table at some point in the future. I think that'd be so cool. My ideas are as follow: make a Robin Hood themed table because that'd be really dope.
Yes, that would. I would play that.
Do some kind of tabletop, maybe a Dungeons and Dragons one, because I don't think there is a Dungeons and Dragons pinball.
That would be sick.
That I've heard.
Fight the dragons. You have to start like the launch. That has to be in a tavern.
Yes. And this one, in the off chance that he ever comes across it, I'd like to meet Tom DeLonge and do something with his Poet Anderson thing he's doing right now with his animated series, because I think that'd be pretty cool too. All the lights and pretty shit. If you've seen any of the...
No, you haven't shown me that.
Oh, there is a Dungeons and Dragons table. Damn it!
Right? There is.
Maybe I'll do a...
Dick move.
I'll do a War Machine Tactics table. You'll hit the flippers and nothing will work.
I'm down with that. I know that. You need to... No, what...
It'll look really pretty.
Making a table's a long ways away. I'm not... It's going to happen. If you want to make it happen, it'll happen. It's a long ways away. So just crush it with Morpheus. I always say Morpheus. I always want to say Morpheus. I guess I've just watched Matrix too many times. Crush it with your game, and then make a pinball of the game.
Ah! I could do that too.
And make it work.
Yeah.
Pathfinder's coming out with a Wrath of the Righteous for their card game expansion.
Yeah, I played Pathfinder card game quite a bit when it first came out, but I just couldn't keep up with all the expansions. If I had a core group that wanted to play it that was local, I probably would play it along.
And speaking of Pathfinder, Bestiary 5 is coming out.
Jesus. Really? Already?
A lot of beasts. It's a lot of bestiality and bestiary.
Yeah.
Oh, and since we won't have an episode that day, D-Day anniversary coming up, Operation Overlord to be exact.
This Saturday, specifically, so I will thank a veteran. I don't know if there's not many World War II veterans left, but thank one anyway.
Yes.
Oh, and Ben, speaking of X-Wing, the Emperor comes to X-Wing.
Covered
What?
that last time.
Oh, we did?
Yes,
well,
we did.
I was letting Ben
But
know.
I think I was just about to say, but now we're letting Ben know. Yeah, they are bringing in his Star Destroyer?
It's his Imperial Raider.
Yeah, his Imperial Raider, and Emperor Palpatine is an upgrade you could buy for the ship, which is awesome for Star Wars. Is that Armada or is that X-Wing?
No, that's X-Wing.
Okay. Still awesome.
Oh my god, that's so gorgeous. I'm looking at it. Yes. Wow. That's so pretty.
So, well,
That's frightening and horrible. I can't afford to do that. You know, I've got to, like, unless we just become ridiculous, like, unless I sell 1 billion of cast and capture, I'm just going to have to step away from that stuff. Just and those miniatures. I adore miniatures, and those are beautiful miniatures, and I just can't. I
wouldn't even know if I would want to play the game. I just want to own the miniatures. I think that's the coolest part.
Yeah, I want it.
It's an amazing game, too. Like, that's the part that's just the kicker on top of it. Like, I kind of wish the game sucked because I'd feel less compelled to want to play it. just less. Like, not like, even if it sucked, I'd still want to own it because the miniatures look so good.
Yeah, I mean, they
They're both good.
They are gorgeous.
Yeah, my wallet weeps.
Well, you know, you could really blow it out with that Kickstarter.
I'm doing everything in my power to get that Kickstarter annihilating. Like, I want to order 1 million copies of that and send it off to everyone in the world. But that costs a lot of money.
I was just saying you could, you know, have a new Y-wing formation.
I'm gonna just go ahead and leave now.
Oh, ridiculous. Well, we've wasted about an hour of this time.
Yeah. Do we have time for questions, Ben, or do you got to jam?
Quick ones. I can roll through quick ones. Yeah.
All right. What's the highest point of your Kickstarter right now? What's the most fun you've had with it?
The high point was day one. Was watching, because my email is linked to it. So the high point so far was just having my email explode with people that were supporting us, which was friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
But you have that feast or famine feeling, right? So like the high point was like, oh my god, I didn't realize we had this many people that were supporting us or that liked the game. And then the famine part came afterwards, where it was like 2 or 3 days where we weren't getting any backers, and then then the response to that was sadness. It was the depression after the high, but the high was really high. That was really awesome. It was, I don't know, I got choked up a few times because we had a few people that supported us in a financial way that I would never have expected. Very, very high. Like we have a high Kickstarter backer level. We have a very high one because we wanted to give people the option of being able to be co-designers on the expansion, to actually make their own creatures to put in the game and kind of join with us on that. So we wanted to make that high enough that we wouldn't have everyone jumping in for it, because that's a lot of work, right? So we put it very high, and we put 10 of them. We put a limited amount, and 7 of them have been picked up, which we weren't really expecting any of them to be picked up. We thought maybe 1 or 2. So the idea that 7 of them have moved is insane. And getting an email that says, hey, you've got a new backer, every single time makes me friggin' smile. And so that's, I don't know, I guess that's I kind of just am perpetually waiting for my phone to buzz and tell me that I've got a new email, because every time I get a new backer, it's very, very cool. That's my high point.
Word.
Awesome.
All right. Completely not related to your Kickstarter. One person asks, how do they stop their party from being murder hobos? Stop giving them things to kill, is my response to that.
Yeah, you just hit the nail on the head.
Harsher, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Consequences. Harsher consequences to murder.
Yeah.
Murder is bad in fantasy worlds and in real life. So.
Yeah, you might be playing with some people who need to see a psychologist.
Like, I kind of want to you take the people that want to play like that and you just stick them in the middle of a desert. You just literally, like, put them somewhere where there's no one they could even interact with. And you just make them roll dice to march in a certain direction. Like, what direction would you like to go? Okay, roll. Okay, that's how many turns you're doing that. And then you go back and talk to everyone else.
You were teleported to a desert, dick.
Yep. The blacksmith turns into a dragon and eats you.
That would be terrifying. Or you no, never mind. I happened across the pinball Reddit that I follow, and there is a big debate about virtual versus real pinball tables. Personally, pinball in any form is really enjoyable because I grew up playing Space Cadet pinball. And I would also like to put the argument out there that pinball is actually a tabletop game. It's just its own table.
I can get behind it. I mean, that's like those old Pac-Man games that were actually tables. Like, they were tables that were also Pac-Man games. So if that was a table game, then obviously a pinball is too. I'm with you.
And I found a new game that's going to be wasting a lot of my time when I have free time. Space Engineers.
Oh, yeah. Ben, I've been trying to figure out Space Engineers. Well, he's figured out more than I have. I kind of gave up playing pinball.
I was like, ooh, I can build stuff in space. I can make airlocks work. Hell yeah.
I think I've seen a few YouTubers play that, but I've never tried it. So you'll have to put up
Excuse me.
Say what?
You'll have to put up a how to play video. I just want you guys to make more video content. I think you guys are hilarious, and I think that, like, that's what I want to encourage you guys to do, is just make more video content. I want your YouTube channel to explode. Explode in a good way. Like, explode by, like, becoming popular and lots of videos on there and lots of content and stuff. That's what I want.
Well, one of the first purchases on the list of SGG things is, once we get out of the red in the bank zone, is a camera so that we can do more things.
Yeah,
Video.
Yeah, I mean, we would love to. Like, nothing would please us more than to have our 3 original shows out there. The pilot, I mean, even if it's just like a phase 1 pilot where it's just storyboard with voice overs, but I mean, there's a lot we want to do. A lot of it's on our website. We've actually been updating it. I don't know. Have you seen it lately? Looks really nice.
I was just on it a second ago. I enjoy the site. If I could make one critique, the blog section that you guys have.
Yeah.
If there was a on your tabs along the top, if there was a one that just said news, that was the equivalent of just showing the blog as a whole. That's what I always click for. Like, I always want to click on the thing because you have a static page. I always want to click on whatever button shows me the list of the most recent articles. And I know you guys have that with the blog, but I can just spread out. That's just a personal preference by me.
Oh, believe me, if I could have figured that out a long time ago, it'd be done.
Right. Yeah, that's the same problem we're having with our site. We've got a guy who might be upgrading our site, so hopefully we will look like we're not our site looks horrible, and hopefully it will not look horrible soon.
I actually like your site since you guys updated it.
It's better. I mean, don't get me wrong. The site that it used to be was really bad.
I mean, our original site was garbage, and this is better. I mean, it's not where we want it to be, obviously, but it's a lot better than it was.
I as a guy who's colorblind, I really like your color scheme. I think the green pops really well. I love the black and the other colors. It all kind of works. It's an interesting site to look at. I think that's funny. Ours is all kind of weird and muddled colors for me. I didn't pick the color scheme on that site, so hopefully we'll have a fancier site with colors that are a little more colorblind friendly.
Yeah, well, I didn't know you were colorblind, but
yeah, I'm colorblind, and I did all the graphic design work on that game.
Wow.
So I got really stupid lucky. Or it looks really bad, and no one's telling me.
Well, Ben, I hate to tell you, but you should...
Oh, shut up! No.
Maroon and pink, and there's a giant dildo on the front. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, no! It's one of those things where you can't see dildos. I've got that type of blindness. Things that I ran into when I was younger.
I walked into a sex shop one time. I didn't even know what it was.
The entire place was empty, and people were staring at me funny when I was leaning against that wall.
Real talk. I'm gonna retweet this from my girlfriend. But we went on a hike through the woods by my old college she's still going to. And there happened to be a dildo laying in the woods, just chilling there.
That's really
and
weird.
If you don't believe me, give me like 2 minutes to find it.
Yeah. But back to our site. We'll get back to this in a minute. We also felt like the way it was just wasn't professional enough. And by having like the static homepage and
that's definitely much better right now. I agree completely.
And with the pictures and like the about us type thing in the beginning, I just think it flows much better. I mean, if I could have like just a whole area dedicated to just the blog stuff, I would. But financial restraints and things like that right now, it ain't happening.
Yeah, I understand how that goes. We're so in the red on our game that I can't even. Our Kickstarter is designed to afford to make the game. That's it. It is not designed in any way, shape, or form to make any money. So if our Kickstarter is successful, we will be able to make the game so people can play it. But we will still be so astronomically in the red, I can't even describe it. So.
I mean, we're in the red to the standpoint where we can't pay ourselves for the work we've done on it or the funds we've put into it, into Space Tavern Games itself.
Yep.
That's okay. I mean, that's how all businesses start. So,
I mean, part of being an entrepreneur.
Yep.
All right, I found it and I tweeted it.
Jesus Christ.
Enjoy that, guys.
Thanks, Tyler. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for Yep. Thank you just a ton for marking me in the tweet as well. I appreciate that.
I hope you guys. I hope we all lose followers for this.
Dude, I've worked hard to get fucking Twitter where it is.
That's classy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's adorable.
I don't think I first off.
After we had a freaking top gaming company follow us, you fucking clown.
Go to Twitter, find the Space Tavern guys. That means you guys have to retweet it, right? No. And go look at that. That's a good place to end this, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can go out on a higher note than a giant dildo found in the woods.
Back to
double-sided. Well, I actually don't have it loaded up right now at this current present state.
Oh, by the way, we cannot find any metal versions of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. We were
What?
Yeah.
I got to imagine there has to be a cover band called the Mighty Metal Boss Tones, like that.
Oh my god! If not, I'm stealing that.
we were totally jamming that on the way back to the tavern tonight. It was awesome.
The impression that I get came on and we went crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's an amazing song.
All right. Well, this has been episode 20.
About the tavern.
Keep your eyes for dildos in the woods. We'll see you next week.
And don't play with them.
Yes, do not touch them.
And I'm Patrick.
I'm Tyler.
That was Ben.
That's Ben. We'll see Ben in 4 weeks.
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. And
This is
then
the next time I want Ben to come on. I want there to be plenty of time for us to get back to the old shenanigans.
Yes. Yes. We had a lot more dildo talk we could have went over. Anyway, we'll see you all next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This is